So, we're up in the shed. Still need to clean. We're having a bit of a different video this time. We bought a package. So, seen a few other people do this. So, I've not contacted Teemu and told them I do YouTube. There were some offers there, so I thought we'd have a go. So, it's an interesting bag of stuff. Yeah, we had a Temu haul. I have actually looked through this, so there is bits of packaging that are just not got anything in. We go through some of it. I think we scored. Some of it, yeah, maybe not so well. So we'll have a look at it. Like how good a quality is, what I thought I was getting against what I was getting, and sort of price points on them, whether it was any good. So, first item, because this is a bit of a funny one. I'll show you what I thought I was getting. So that's what I thought I got. I was a bit. One of the lads have got them on distracted, and they do look quite smart, but at the end of the day, at the same time, I'm kind of 42, and yeah. But anyway, this was, well, this is off the receipt of what I thought I was getting. Okay, I can't screenshot what I need to screenshot, but it did cost £1.58. So I'm going to find something to stick it on. But it wasn't the best to start. Yeah, it's cheap and I'll find something to stick it on. So we'll go for something a bit better next. The box. So these were £4.96. I'm not upset with them. Kind of thinking possibly replacing like the high level headlights and side lights and indicators with these on the Puma. So less than a £5. So we'll go get some power and see if we can get it powered up with the varying things and see what it looks like. Right, so I've got my little jerry unit, my 12 volt DeWalt battery that works quite well. So side lights, hang on, which way around is it? Oop, steady. Low beam, high beam, and indicators. I'm quite liking them, to be fair. For less than a £5, I do think they will actually look quite smart on the Puma, to be fair. Happy with them. Happy with them. It's definitely one of the good ones. So this is one, again, definitely missed the mark with this one, I think. So it was advertised as a large, strong magnetic parts tray. I mean, I have pretty standard size hands. I think I'm an extra large on a glove. And as for magnetic, £2.35. The finishes on it is terrible. The edge, I reckon you definitely mark something with the edge. That's definitely a swing and a miss. Definitely a swing and a miss. Rather upset with that one. More I look at it, the worse it is. But onwards and upwards. Next, So next we're on to tools. £6.50 this cost me for a 10-piece pick set. Long and short. I mean, the handles feel pretty good. They're pretty strong. You're not bending them in a hurry. Half decent point on them. And in a nice set. This one, again, I would say is a win. They do actually look half decent. That one's missing the end of its pointer. That's the long ones. See, they are a decent length. Again, they're not bending out of shape. Looks like they'll stand a bit of torture. I'm not sure whether that end's going to end up becoming a bit of an annoyance, but on the whole, yeah, I would say that's another win. Ooh, next one we're going to. Oh yes, we go for these. This was, like I said, all these was like varying offers going on. These were £2, 5p. I thought they looked quite decent in the picture. I should have read it properly because it does say 5-inch. There's no jaws on them. If you get the camera in there, the finish isn't great. I mean, they seem to work and they close well. Now, big test, mate bought some cheap pliers and they were cheap. He realised when they got them, and I managed to break one of them one-handed. So, you know what? There's not actually a lot of flex in them. There's no movement on the jaw. They don't know how much they're going to get used, but they might actually be of some use, especially if you've got something where you don't want to mark it with the jaws. Don't know. We will see on that one. We're going to say that's a jury out one, that one. Next. Not really too much to say on this. It was £1.75 and it's a blow-off gun. Hang on. So, yeah, got a plastic tip on the end of it, so that should help not damage anything you're trying to blow out, say if you've got own radiators or anything out. Good spring to it, feels alright in the hand. It's a blow-off gun, yeah, I'm happy with that one. Is what it is, works. So what we've got, 4 bits left. We'll go with these next. So these, £12.44 these cost for the set. Okay, stuff that over there. So I've looked at these for ages, and they are one of them tools that you're not going to use very often, but when you want them, they'll be very, very handy. So these are, as you can see by the size of them, these are some very long reach pliers. They are, oh, there you are, prime example. Maybe not the best of quality. I mean, there's nothing really you can do with them, but like the straight angle ones, hang on, angle it. They are right close, and there's a gap at the end, and I don't know just how. But the thing is with these, you'd say in the most cases you're using them, you'd be using them gently to try and thread something in. So you might not just be abusing them the same as you would like your normal pliers. But I can see me using them. I can see them not being a waste of money. They're not fantastic quality, but they are what I would say a usable tool. I can see, you know, when you want them, they will fit the bill, and they're a tool that you're not going to use all day every day, and they're a tool that you're not going to abuse them. I can see them being more of a gentle fiddling them in. So I was going to say they're worthwhile. I would say they're worth the money. Next, so this was £2.20, and well, I thought it was a standard 1/4 inch hex bit. Hang on, have we got a 1/4 inch hex? Hang on. Hold on a minute. So, admittedly, probably a bit of a waste of time, because I've got these, which I love these. I have 2 sets of these, so why do I need these? But like, this is the difference between 1/4 inch hex, which is what we're used to, and these. You kind of get the feeling this is more for like taking apart like a computer or a games console or something like that. I mean, there is some very, very tiny Allen keys and bits, which I have come into times when I have come across them trying to take something apart, and well, I'm not ruling it out, but was maybe just not quite what I was thinking. I say it comes with a little extension as well that you stick in the end. If you need to get into a little bit. So I'm going to say it's certainly not going to get a lot of action. Now, probably when I'm trying to take something apart, forget I've even got it. But yeah. You need to read the descriptions very carefully and really study what you're buying off Amazon, Temu. But this is another one that yes, fell into that category. Find out how much this. One of the dearer sets, £13.45. Now, I was looking at the pictures. I thought it was going to be sort of a big set, and it's like, oh yeah, handy thing to have in the van. One thing I would say, Temu, if you want to look at Temu, look on it on, say, like a big tablet or something, you know, computer screen rather than your phone screen, so you can get a clearer idea of what you're actually looking at. I mean, it is a handy little set. It's even got a little wobble on it. That's a decent little wobble, that, to be fair. Prefer that to like your universal joints. So it's, what is it, 1/4 inch set. 3 Allen keys with it for some bizarre reason. Only 3. Little T-bar. What's that all about? It's to convert
1/4" to sockets, but I'm not entirely sure why that's in there. That's a bit of a random, but yeah, a couple of extensions, screwdriver adapter. You can also put the socket in there, the ratchet in there. Ratchet doesn't feel too bad, to be fair. The screws do just protrude through a little bit if you're really being fussy, but I can see it's a set worth chucking in a tractor or something. I can see it of value. And say you've got all like your Allen keys, star drives, screwdrivers. So it's basically a bigger version of that. Or is this 3/8? No, it's 1/4". So yeah, like sockets, they go from 4 to 13, they go from 4 to 14. It's not far off the same aim as that. That is a bit better quality and not that much dearer, to be fair though. So, okay purchase that. Last ones. This is what I actually got interested in. Find out how much these were. So, these are the dearest things by far. 29 quid. So, these are extra long spanners from, we start at 8mm, 8, 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So this is instead of doing like we all do, we've all done it, when you've got that really tight knot, so you get that spanner and you get that spanner and roam on it, which always ends up with it going weird places. I've cracked the knuckles on more than one occasion. The other thing, like if you're undoing tight knots with come to me in a minute, with an impact gun and you're holding your normal spanner, it's quite hard to hold. You've got something there with, you know, it's a good deep lug on it, should hold very well. You've got a good bit of control over it. We are going to try, so that should be 17mm. See how good they are. Just give us a second. So, got a bolt rigged up in the vise. One thing I will say, just having it in the hand, is it's not as terribly sharp, but it'd be nice if that was more of a curled edge, just make it a bit more comfortable in hand. But put it on. I don't know how good that bolt is, to be fair. It's holding the knot, not the bolt. Hold up, let's re-rig it. Let's re-rig it a bit better, or find a better bolt. So we found a different bolt, 13 maybe. So there is a bit of play on them. They're not just as. When you lay them that way. I think I've snapped it. So, well, I snapped it easy enough. So yeah, I think they can be a usable set of spanners for the right circumstances. We'll find more. Say a lot of these tools, we'll find more out of them as we start using them. But all in all, not too bad. So just get these all laid out and we'll just have a final say on these bits. So that's it all laid out. Now, there's definitely some promotional stuff going on, but Temu reckoned this lot should have been £488.39. Honestly, I can't see that. But on the flip side, what it's cost me is £61.45. Now, assuming they are actually decent quality, I don't think it's too bad. You know, I would say, what would I put these at? Well, hang on. I'll have a look on Amazon and I'll get back to you, see if I can match things up and see what comes back on the Amazon price, just to see how well I did. So there were some bits that basically gifts and this, that and the other, so it doesn't all quite stack up the same. But basically looking back on trying to match things up, if I'd got, I haven't priced everything, if I'd got the spanners, the sockets, the pliers, the picks and the headlights off Amazon. Now the picks and the socket set were identical. It had cost me £114.54, whereas Temu was £66.41. But like I said, they do discounts and all that and send you free add-ons or 5 items for £1 or stuff like that, which brings that price down a bit. But on the flip side, it's not all that straight sailing, because I mean the picks, which are identical, £14.59 off Amazon, £6.50 off Temu. The socket set, which is identical, £11.95 off Amazon, £13.45 off Temu. So yeah, I mean, like, the headlights are ridiculously cheap. The closest I get to them on Amazon, which they weren't quite the same, was 40 quid, which does bump that up. But so Temu then, worth it or not? Basically, to sum this up, I would say Temu, yes, you can get some not bad stuff cheap, especially when they start banging on discounts and items and all that. Flip side, from what I found, ideally get it like on your laptop or on a tablet rather than your phone, so you've got it on a big screen so you can clearly see what you're looking at. And the other thing, read the description very, very carefully. Very carefully. I say, I'm not saying they're scamming you. I'm just saying that, you know, you need to look very carefully at what you're actually buying. You can say this with any online shop, you know. I don't think it's a genuine deceiving. It's just online shopping. It's the joys of it. The other thing I would say with Temu is be aware that when you start dealing with them, they like to send you lots of emails about offers and deals and this, that and the other, which some people might find frustrating. So that's it. I don't think it's done too bad. So if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like the idea of me having another go at Temu, now I've got a bit more wise to it, let us know, and we can maybe have another session and see what other goodies we can get at some point. Not at the moment though. Not just at the moment. We've spent well, I suppose, yes, I've not shared that on YouTube, so we shall finish this video off by showing you the Puma with new boots. Yeah, she's looking well on them. Cost a bit though. So hope you enjoyed this one. As always, stay safe, stay well, don't forget to look after yourself and each other, and we'll see you on the next one.